What do you think of this ID card record? Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa! What else do you recognize? That second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth. Always Edgeworth connected to this shit. The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. Of course you know his number by heart. What? Damn. To look at evidence. Something to talk about? Nope. Okay. Alright, then we will move to examining. That's something, but it's probably not anything. The only thing I saw before that is, like, suspicious at all is this thing. It's either like a glove or a towel or something. Okay, a glove. It's got a tag on it. Is that tag happen to say SL9? It's evidence from the... Yep. There it is. Jesus. Well, we got that then. I guess we should probably actually also examine the clear crime scene stuff right there. Shards of something. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps. There you go, pal. Make me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case. Of course it is. They got smashed, though. Is that blood on it? Yeah, there's that. That stuff was on the floor. I was gonna say, I don't know. See somebody cutting their hand on that, and there's something red on it. Another piece of SL9 evidence. Yeah, let's look at it. I don't know. We want to put it back. I was just gonna say, can we put it back together? Can we do like a puzzle on the bottom screen? Yeah, but I have a touch screen, buddy. Oh, really? Aw, I want. Oh, okay, I thought it already did it. I do get to put it together. Yay! Oh, cool. That's awesome. Depending on the way it controls, it might not be awesome though. So that is the piece that's supposed to be put there. Can I? Oh, I can go back and forth between the pieces. What is combine? I assume just means add it to the piece that's already up at the top. So yeah, you know, actually, this piece kind of looks like Texas, more so than that steak. But anyway, is that right? Oh, I have to. It doesn't. It's not in order. I have to pick which piece, not just rotate. Because I was like, none of those look right. I have to pick which piece. Could that one? No. Wow, how many are there? Oh, look, that looks like blood. Dude, how many pieces are there? How long is this going to take? Are you kidding me? Wow, really? That looks about maybe. No, what if I did it like that? No, okay. How about that? There we go. Whoa, that's actually bigger than it initially looked. All right. Nope. This is gonna be really boring to watch. There's nothing to say, really, but it's kind of cool. Oh, that looks like it might be it, but that's... yeah, that's it. That was a weird angle, but no, it's right. Oh, I believe that is, this one? Maybe not. No, actually, never mind. Can I get that at another angle? Because the angle I saw before is what it looked like. There's nothing to say during this, so... Sorry, is it actually this one? Yep. Alright, and that one like that. No. 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 Probably. There we go. This thing is pretty large. What exactly is it? They really didn't need to make this long. Wrong way. Whatever. Okay. It's a big-ass thing. It's the stuff for things. That looks like it's just... No, that's wrong. Flip it. Okay, that's not right either. Never mind. That one. There we go. And we are almost there. It doesn't help that the touchscreen on this 3DS is so small and it's hard to even touch the things. I don't have a stylus. There you go. Okay, flip it around. That might not even be the right piece. It is. And then the last one. There you go. There's one missing. Or several. I might, like, speed that up or something. Well, I think we did it. But some of the pieces are missing. Was there, like, a plaque on it? Or some kind of writing that says something that might be sort of incriminating to somebody? Were some pieces stolen? Or pieces that had something on it, like blood? Still. Doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. Yeah, it was just like a big-ass jar. It looks like the handle's broken. And it looks like there's blood. So somebody... I don't know. Unstable jar. Can I take a look at that? I mean, it looks like blood. What else am I supposed to think that that is? Okay, the handle's not broken. It just seemed like it was from before. It wasn't showing it to me in full. But yeah, it looks like there's blood. So why would they remove it because of blood if there's already blood left on it? There must have been something else on that other piece that they took. Do you think Detective Goodman's blood somehow got on it when he was stabbed? Not likely. This blood looks like it's been here for months, maybe longer. Or it's blood from the initial case. But if it's only months, I don't know. Okay, so it is 2-year-old blood then? Maybe, okay, then maybe that's old blood and their blood got on that other piece then, who knows? Even though I said it probably wasn't anything, it is kind of weird that they would include the detail of this thing sticking out, so I want to examine it anyway, if I can center on it a bit. There's something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. It said, by that evidence locker was open recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had them breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Yeah, it's not good. I don't tuck in my shirt. Tucking in your shirt's for losers. If you're going to talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. Alright. Well then. Like none of this stuff really has anything to do with anything. All the big stuff over there. What about the open locker? That lock is coded with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Well, yeah, I mean, I knew that was his. I just wanted to see if, like, we could see if there was anything in it, but I guess not. Must have taken, yep. Just that thing that probably fell out of it, or something. Is there anything else to talk about? Or present? There's a bloody handprint on that other locker, too. Hold the fuck up. Did we look at that already? That might be the one Meekins touched? Why would he already have blood on his hand? Why would he touch a random one? It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. It looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Okay, they wiped it off. So Meekins got blood on his hand, and he wiped it off on that, and that's what messed up his hand. Maybe. We should use her testing fluid. Okay. So that was not a thing that I would have thought to do ever. So, thank you for that. Good thing I noticed the handprint, because I wouldn't have thought to do that. And so that's just a thing we can do now at crime scenes, as long as we have that. So let's present that to the room. Present. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing. That's fine. You bet it's fine, pal. Okay. How do I use it? Oh, do I go to the court record from here, maybe? Okay, spray. Let's spray it! I like doing this. Oh, look, there's a lot of blood over there. Definitely, that's definitely newer blood from when somebody got cut on the pieces, probably. Okay, I mean, I thought going back would then lead to something about what I just did, but no. Thanks, game. Okay, then I'll just move to the other side. Anything over here, too? Oh, yep, there's one there, too. I guess it wanted me to find all of it first. Well, that's it, then. That locker, and over there. Thank you. Must have been a massive amount of blood here. I've never seen so much before. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Oh, pale blue blood. Jesus Christ. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien? I hope so. This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I hope we get aliens or vampires or something sometime. I really hope so. It won't happen. Uh-huh. Well, I mean, there was also... I don't really understand how this is supposed to work. Like it just kind of randomly... I spray it, and then I click it more, but it just kind of randomly selects it later. I don't know. What? What's the matter, detective? Wait, it was a right hand? Fuck! Meekin's left hand was bandaged. Lana's right hand was bandaged. So could it have been her? No, that doesn't make any sense. Well, there goes my fucking Meekin's theory. That was a really good one, too. It's yours? Please, you have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. It's fine, man. You'll be okay. I wonder if he'll ever be on trial. Everybody else has been. Yeah, you really can't trust the police. And when the detective is the one telling you that, you know it's bad. Okay. See, I spray it, and then I just kind of, like, I don't know, I wait? How do I get it to activate putting the cursor on it? Hello? I want to... See, it just, like, what? Why did it happen there? I don't know. Okay, but there... Is that a left? Is that a left? Is that a left? It looks like a lefty. So that might have been Meekin's then. So I might have been right. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where do you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I'd better jot this down on the floor plans. Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you needed to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm going to give them my report for the day. What the hell is that? Oh, a note on the back of a flyer. I was like, what am I looking at? The one that says nothing about, but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? Indeed. Later. Well then. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say too. God damn it. Let's head on over. Here we are. This case is so long. Like, every section of it is really, really long. What the hell? Why? Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? You piece of shit. Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave, so long. Why the hell were you here? Whatever. Why did you got tea delivered here? What the fuck? Ah, it's you. He has the hotel bring him tea service? Okay. Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? Precisely. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Oh yes, he brought me some information, it seems. Information. Really? Was it helpful? No. Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. Asked me out on a date. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Anyway. How'd it go? They decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Well, that's what it was. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. You gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney, however. Something happened. They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police, Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why, I ask you, why? All along I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still... Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Well then. I have 3 pages worth of things. Maybe I should present the SL9 thing. Or this, because he was there. I better check this now. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true.
Why, Mr. Edgeworth?
Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Gant, no less.
He's getting more suspicious. The chief of police?
He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago.
A screwdriver. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed.
Chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
Can I ask what kind of case it was?
Murder, probably. It always is.
Really has nothing to do with the current case.
I think it definitely does. Now we got a third case in the mix, from half a year ago, with a screwdriver. Great.
Stubborn as always, I told you this has nothing to do with the current case.
Yeah, well, I don't believe you. Alright, what about SL9 or whatever?
You've probably got a hold of some information already, right?
It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in.
You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life, as I recall. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later.
A bad memory. He's talking about the murder in the elevator. But that led you to learn what actually happened and that it wasn't your fault. And stop having a nightmare. Probably. Tell me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth for the first time in the history of this game.
Heinous serial killing case. The head of investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time. Damon Gant.
Yeah, very suspicious. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too, then.
He was the best we had, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous.
Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why it was a deputy chief of police on the investigation.
In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands.
You just had the blood of an innocent guy on your hands instead.
We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed.
Maybe, we don't know.
Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully.
So I guess you're better than some people like Von Karma and whatnot. Yeah, that. Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this.
Luminol testing fluid, huh? Well then, you might have use for this.
Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints? That's nice.
It's been chemically treated for better adhesion.
For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know.
I've no say in today's investigation. Do as you will.
Edgeworth, I'm really...
No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved.
Thanks. No, he doesn't need them. He wouldn't know how to use them. Should I go back to the place then? Yeah. Back there again. There were several. So let's head on over. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Several. Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Let's do it. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. Finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. That looks like the thumb. What do you mean you can't tell? The thumb. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Sparkle in her eyes. What are we gonna do here? Sprinkle the aluminum powder. How do you do that? Just touch the screen. See? It looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is all well spread, just blow away the excess. Oh, do I actually blow on it? What do you mean, how do you do it? You just blow, you dumbass piece of shit. Huh. Okay. It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics to fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. Alright, let's do it. Okay, what you are currently listening to is post-commentary, and you're watching a highly edited, maybe even sped up, I'm not sure about that, version of the game here. This part was the worst thing on the planet. This is the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life, and the commentary was nothing but frustration, so it was not fun to watch, and it was not fun to listen to, so I'm just doing this, because this was obnoxious. First of all, my 3DS mic, I don't know if it's just the 3DS, or mine in particular, was awful. I was blowing into it, and I literally got lightheaded, because it took so long, because the mic was so shitty. I had to end up just yelling at it, and that worked a lot better, but still took a long time. And then on top of that, I wasn't doing it right at first because it turned out I needed to spread the powder more across the whole screen, which I hadn't done initially, and also put on a pretty thick layer. But it didn't convey that at all, because when I blew it away, it just all got blown away. There were no traces of fingerprint whatsoever. So that conveys to me that I'm completely in the wrong. That I'm on the wrong fingerprint, that I'm just in the wrong area completely. So I'm moving from fingerprint to fingerprint, trying to go find this, wondering why nothing is being left over when I'm blowing the powder away, getting a headache because my microphone sucks and it's taking so long, and then we get to the end of it and there's not even a fingerprint because it turns out it was a glove. Once I finally figure out how to do it, that I need a lot of powder and I need to spread it across the screen, and it works out perfectly fine then. You don't even get one. So then I move over to the other fingerprint where there's no blood, and I'm just like, why are we even doing that? It's clearly just Gumshoes, because it's Gumshoes Locker. You're wasting my time. And then we do a cool fingerprint finding thing with him, which is kind of neat. And then we get to move over to the other locker and do that one. And I'm like, that pissed me off even more, because I wanted to do that one first, and it didn't give me the option. It just started me over here and made me do all that shit, and I'm like, I hate you, game. So the commentary was just me being mad, and when it cuts back to the actual commentary, that's probably what it will be at the end of the episode, too. It'll just be being like, oh, that was so stupid, I fucking hate this. But yeah, whatever.
So we can't examine the bloody fingerprints. Then what are we supposed to examine? Like one of the fingers that isn't here? Like, am I just supposed to... Oh, well, it lets me... When I move over to, like, here, it lets me examine, so... Maybe? And it just kind of chose that random spot, so I guess it's his ring finger, if that's his left hand. So let's see how smoothly this goes. Please, let me just yell at the microphone and just have it be over quickly. Let's get it all on there. Get a good amount of that white powder. Please go quickly this time, you bastard. Thank you. I don't know if I was just doing it wrong the first time or what, or if the first time was so much more complicated because of the gloves. But it just did not go that smoothly at all. Am I supposed to just know, or can I look by clicking on... Okay, I can get a... Well, that looks like that, but it's angled. That's pretty much a match right there. I'm gonna go with that one. I don't even need to check the others. That looks like a match. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16. Super perfect match. Match found. Hey, these fingerprints, whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Officer Jake Marshall? Huh. What do you mean it's gotta be a coincidence? Yeah, it's very much important. Obviously. That means it's his bloody handprint. Yeah. Huh. Well, he does have that knife on him all the time. Who knows when he cuts himself. Decisive evidence? Well, to what? I mean... Oh, jeez. Well, that ended rather obnoxiously with the blowing thing, but other than that, it's still got just a bunch of crazy theories as to what could possibly be going on, so we'll find out more later. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.